Hello, Michelle. Welcome to episode 2400 of All Ears English.
Oh
It's
my
incredible.
gosh. 2,400. Congratulations. Wow. It's crazy when we get to one of those round numbers, right?
It's amazing. And we're lucky that we get to do this every week. I love it. But Michelle, guess what I'm doing this weekend?
What?
I'm going hiking.
Oh
Shocking,
my
right?
gosh, that is
Shocking.
shocking. Are you really? Are you really?
Probably not. I think I'm
Oh,
going to just gonna do some things around the city this weekend. But yeah, what are you going hiking this weekend,
I'm
Michelle?
not. No,
No,
I'm
she's
not. I
no.
mean, I guess you I guess you never know.
You never
But
know.
yeah, today we're going to talk about a very useful expression with the word guess, right? Because Lindsay, you
Mhm.
said, guess what I'm doing this weekend, right?
Yes,
So we're
yes.
going to get into that in just a second. But guys, we want to remind you, we have this amazing app. If you are not listening through the app, you are missing out, right, Lindsay?
Yes. Yeah, I know many of our listeners are over there listening to the podcast for free in the app. So you can get the podcast for free, but then you can get more good stuff as a premium user. You can get real-time transcripts right inside the app. You can get bonus content. You can tap on keywords that we've selected for you if you want to save them to your special list. So definitely go over and check out the app, allearsenglish.com/app. All right.
All
Good stuff.
right.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. So we were using the word guess. So this expression is your guess is as good as mine.
Mhm.
Lindsay. Oh,
Yes, yes. Your guess is as good as mine. Michelle, when did you say this? Did you say this recently?
recently I said it and then I wrote it down. You know how I do. So Lindsay,
Yeah.
do you say, I mean, this is such a useful expression and I think it's definitely good to devote an entire episode to it. Do you use this?
Yeah, for sure. I do. And I use it sometimes when I'm just confused. Something
Yes.
is
Yep.
I don't know. I'm trying to indicate that you don't know, I don't know.
Nobody
We're
knows.
both a little clueless. And I find myself in these situations often.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's like you don't know, you'd be guessing, and the
Yeah.
other person doesn't know any more than you.
Exactly,
S
exactly. And
so
you're kind of trying to emphasize that fact too, right? We're both a little clueless. Maybe something is just confusing, right? So we'll get some
yeah.
context going on for our listeners here, right?
All right, here we go. All right.
All right, here we go. So here's a role play. When does the sale end?
Your guess is as good as mine.
We can call and ask. So what you're saying here, you could be saying a little more than just the fact that you don't know when the sale ends. You might be saying the marketing is not good because it's not clear when the
Could
sale's
be.
over, right?
Right, right. We could be looking at a website and we're trying to figure it out, and there's really not much information. Um,
Yeah.
it can also be used in kind of a funny way of like, well, how would I know, right? It's like, why would I know more than you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this makes me think of trying to navigate pretty much any government website. Like, have you ever tried to
Ah,
navigate a government website? It's real
yeah.
difficult. It's real
Yes,
difficult.
yes, exactly,
Where's the home
exactly.
page? Your guess is as good as mine.
Right, right, right. Here's
Uh,
another mini role play. All right, how many tablecloths do we need for the event?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, what's the count so far?
All
So,
right, so this
trying to
might
figure
indicate
something
more.
out.
Right, and this might indicate that we don't have the event under control. Maybe we don't know how many people are coming,
Right.
right? Things are a little chaotic, right?
Right.
Mhm.
To me, this expression, it can be kind of humble sounding. It's showing
Mm,
that you don't think you know it all, but
I like that.
how
Mhm.
you also don't want to overuse it because
Sure.
it could sound like you're lacking confidence if you overuse it, or maybe that you're always just trying to get answers from others.
For sure, for sure. I mean, if it's in an area that you should know the
Right.
thing, you probably don't wanna say that, right? If you are the party organizer for this event with tablecloths, you probably
Right.
don't wanna say, "Your guess is as good as mine." You should
Right.
probably even if you don't know, you should try to, I don't know, say it differently so you don't show lack of competence, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. You want to it can be, I think it's totally fine to use it when you know for sure that both of you shouldn't know. You're trying to figure out something together. But if it's
Mhm.
something where you have some sort of authority, it's not really a
Yes.
great idea.
Yeah, that's true, absolutely. Love it. Okay, Michelle, we are back. So, what are some other ways? So, we've said your guess is as good as mine. What are other ways that we might convey this feeling of saying that we just don't know the answer to something?
Yeah, this one is very casual. You could just say, "Beats me."
Yeah, I love this one. It's very weird. I always wondered what why the
Yeah,
verb yeah, it's strange. So what would we say, Michelle? For example, where is the restaurant?
beats me.
I'll look it up. Yeah. So
Okay.
do you use this one in your daily life, Michelle? Do you find yourself using this one a lot?
Maybe not as much. Maybe I used to use it more, but it's very common. What about you? Do you use
Yeah.
this?
Yeah, it's common. I don't really. I think it might be a little getting a little dated or something.
It could
I
be.
kind of feel like I've heard it more in movies from the 80s and
Yeah,
the 90s. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
could be.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah. But this
or
one's not dated for sure.
this
This
one is
one.
not dated. This one is no clue. So it's the same thing as saying yeah, well, I just gave a I'm gonna about to give another expression away, but we'll get to that. All right, so no clue. It's I don't know. Um,
Mhm.
here we go. What should we get for Ellen's birthday?
No clue. Let's look online together. Now, I remember first hearing this when I was a kid. So it has been used easily since the 80s, if not before that. But I remember thinking that sounds so cool, right? I
Yeah,
don't know why I thought that, but I thought it sounds just so cool.
it is kind of fun. It is.
Yeah,
It does have a kind of fun sound to it. Clue, clue. It's
no clue. I have
no clue.
no clue. But it's lasted. Some phrases last through the decades and some phrases become dated. And this is one that's still carrying on. So permission to use,
Mhm.
right? Love it.
I'm gonna actually take out this next one because I don't like it. But we're
Cool.
gonna do one more. It's I have no idea. This is
Yeah.
just very direct.
Very standard. Very standard, right? Why hasn't she called us?
I have no idea,
And
right?
the cool thing about this one, it's very standard. It's everywhere. This would be my go-to, but you can put a lot of energy behind this in your
Okay.
voice, in your tone of
Yeah.
voice. Right,
Yeah,
Michelle?
I would say this is the most neutral, the most I would
Mhm.
say this is the most common, actually. I have no
Sure.
idea.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, there's so many moments in life where we just don't know we don't know what's going on. We don't know
Yeah,
the answer, right? So we need different
yeah.
ways to say this, okay?
Right, right, right. And as your guess is as good as mine. I think it has the most kind of community feel to it, right? The other ones are
Mhm.
more, just isolated individual. I don't know, right? Beats me.
Mhm.
No clue. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Kind of brings the other person into it as well. So
Yes.
kind of interesting, a
Yes.
little bit
I
different.
I love that. Your guess is as good as mine. Let's do a role play, shall we, Michelle?
Let's do it. All right. So, here we are friends working together on a project. All right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so which graph should we use?
Beats me. The third one?
Yeah, that's probably good. How long did she say we have to complete this again?
No clue. A week maybe?
I think so.
Why only a week? This is a huge project.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Seems unfair.
I know.
Okay. Nice. So, we use a few of these here, right? So you
Mhm.
asked, okay, so which graph should we use? And what did I
Mhm.
say, Michelle?
You said beats me, the third one. So you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, right? And then you said, "How long did she say we have to complete this?" And I said what?
You said, no clue. A week?
Yeah, no clue. Well, clearly we're both we're both
Yeah,
very
we're
confused about what we're doing here, right?
very confused. We should talk to somebody about this.
Maybe we're, for example, someone's gone on vacation and we're taking over their job, taking over
Mm.
their work or something, right? It
Yeah.
feels like we're a little out of our wheelhouse here, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And then so as we realize it's just a week and you say, "Why only a week? This is a huge project." And then what did you say? What did I say?
Your guess is as good as mine. And also, it sounds like within our organization, there's not very good communication between the employees and the management level in terms of why deadlines are set in a certain way. So that's
Right.
not good.
No, no. Hopefully this situation gets fixed so that we can get
Yeah,
our work done.
for sure. Michelle, what's another episode our listeners could check out?
All right, check out episode 2387. That was 8 different ways to use some in English.
I love it. And I think for a takeaway, there are a lot of moments in life where we're just clueless. Like we're just confused. We just don't have the answer. And it's
Yeah.
good to be able to kind of commiserate with someone and
Right.
share that being lost or being confused, or share that you don't know and maybe they know. We need this. Oh, at least I find there's a lot of times when I don't know the answer. I don't know about you,
Oh,
Michelle.
I know all the
You
answers,
have all
Lindsay.
the
No, I
answers,
don't
right?
know anything. No, I no. No, I know, especially when it's in a situation that I am not knowledgeable about at all, which are,
Yeah.
or sometimes just that intuition. Sometimes that's just that, like, it might not be about a specific field or topic, but just kind of a life situation or,
Oh my
you know.
gosh. Yes. As you get into your 30s and 40s, there are all these life things that come up. Like when I had to deal with when my aunt passed away, and we were dealing with all the things that
Mhm.
happen when a family member passes away.
Ugh.
I feel like for the last 2 years, I've just been constantly saying, "Beats me, beats
Oh,
me." I don't know how to do this. How do I call this government agency, deal with this thing, do that, file
yeah.
for this? There's no rule book for life, right? No one
Yeah,
hands you a book and says, "Here's what to do when a family member passes away. Here's what to do when you wanna do this."
right.
No, half the time we're just figuring things out, right? So we are gonna
That's
need
true.
this a lot. This is a
Yeah.
useful skill for our listeners, right?
Yeah, exactly, and I also think that it shows, I don't know, a degree of humility to be okay,
100%.
you don't wanna be that know-it-all, pretending that you know things that you don't. So sometimes it's just, just be honest, you don't know. It's
Right.
okay.
And it's a good perspective because I feel like they say that the more you know, like the smarter you know, the more you realize you don't know anything because you see how much more there is to learn and to know. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
when you
Ooh,
don't know much, you think you know everything, kind of, because
yeah.
you don't know what else there is out there.
Ah, yeah,
You don't
yeah,
have a
yeah.
full perspective of
Right,
how, I don't know, huge the universe is and how
right,
much there is to
right.
learn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways,
exactly.
super
Oh, man,
interesting.
getting
Good
deep.
stuff. Yeah,
Alright.
getting deep as always. All right, Michelle, good stuff, guys. Hit the follow button if you love our style of connection, not perfection, and a focus on showing you how to connect in every moment and why it matters. All right, good stuff.
Perfect.
All right,
Alright,
Michelle.
Lindsay, well, thanks for chatting about this with me today, and guys, we'll see you in the next one.
All right, talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.